I said listen! Now that I got your attention. As a lot of y'all probably already know, Metallica dropped a song yesterday. If Darkness Had a Sun. So if you haven't heard it, please go listen to it. Because we're about to talk about it. Because my main question, before the song even started, was, is this going to be good? But is it really? Guess we'll have to figure that out. If you like what you see, if you liked what we've done in the past videos, if you want more, subscribe below. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Also, too, if you have any suggestions or things you want me to do, you have to let me know. You have to let me know. So, to get back to our question, is the new tune good? I don't know. Let's figure it out. So to get into it, was this song even good? Remember, this is only my opinion. I would definitely appreciate if you go listen to the song, make your own opinion before you watch this video, because that way you get a true sense of what you think about music, and then that way you can rebuttal anything that I'm about to say, because you already have feelings about it. But also, too, there's not much music that I don't appreciate in some way, me personally. So I hope I can give some good insight on this tune and kind of what's going on in it and what, you know, how it impresses the way it does. So in short, is it good? Yes. I would say it's a decent song. Is it the best Metallica tune that's ever came out? No. It is pretty lacking. But overall, as a rock song and as a Metallica song, it's fine. Don't think it's a single. I think this is a song you kind of hear on an album and then you sort of like it. Like you keep going back to the album because it's got that song on it too. I just don't think it's really a single, if that sort of makes sense. The intro is extremely predictable. It is exactly what you think's going to happen as soon as the drums start drumming. Because Lars, God bless him, is a little lousy in the song. Obviously, he's aged. I know that. I just personally, I've always thought Lars was overrated as a drummer. That's just me. You know, you can think different there. No harm at Lars, because when he was in his prime, it was good. So it's not saying that Lars never could drum. I'm just saying that drumming is a very intensive job. It's a very intensive musical instrument that takes a lot out of you. And I think his best years were short. And I think it's because of the type of stuff he was doing. I personally do, and I think that's why we're where we're at in his drumming. But obviously the song opens up and it's drilling this riff into your face. and y'all probably don't exactly understand what I mean by that, but it's like the entire intro is just trying to get you to really like this intro hook. It's it just keeps repeating it, and it has some slight variations here and there, but it's trying to force you into liking this main hook. I think the lead that was included over it, which it looks like maybe James and Kirk were kind of going back and forth with that lead, really helps it. Helps that intro because it's very basic. So I think that helped build it. But I think the main problem here is by the end of the intro, you're sick of the riff. Like, you're really tired of what's happening because the intro is just that long. This is a 7-minute song. So did it need to be 7 minutes? I absolutely think that could have been condensed. I think James could have said everything he wanted to say, and Lars could have done everything he wanted to do, and Kirk could have played all the guitar he wanted to play in the song without making it 7 minutes, because there's a lot of repetition that happens, and it's not that repetition isn't good, it's just it just keeps happening. Like, they keep forcing that riff on you. So that's probably my only real big concern with the song, or why it's not like one of the best or anything like that. And it's not that the riff isn't good, it's just that me personally, I started to dislike the riff the longer it went. So, and then the verse hits, and the verse riff is so short-lived, and it's so irritating because it's the best riff in the song, other than maybe the end. The verse riff is just kind of like this chromatic walk-down thing, and it's like we're getting into slow Master of Puppets territory here, while James is singing over it, and his vocal manipulation over it is very nice. It's kind of a new thing for Metallica, I would say. This is not something that they normally do, so probably the best riff in the song, and the one that shows up the least. The verses are very short. So, there's my onion on that. It's the best riff in the song, yet we get very little of it. So, and then, of course, right after the verse, what other better thing to do than put the intro lick, or the intro riff back in there, and then we'll go to the chorus, and the chorus is big and catchy, and it's good, and I think that's a great portion of the song too. It's riffy, it's not too much, it's there's not too much going on in that chorus. It's just simple, bare bones metal, and I love that. And then right after the chorus, intro riff again. Why do we keep doing this, Metallica? Like, the song could have been great, and you just keep shoving that damn intro down my throat. Anyways, then we go through another cycle of verse, chorus, intro riff, and we get to the solo. And if you want to know what people think about the solo on this song, you can go look at the comments section on the video. I saw it about an hour after it was posted, and there wasn't a whole lot in there. But I've re-listened to it a couple times just to make sure my first impression wasn't biased or anything like that. And I felt pretty much the same about the song the last couple times, or the other couple times I listened to it. But as you go through that comment section at this point, everybody seems to just be kind of down on the Kirk solo. Kirk's gotten to a point in his life where he's just like, screw it, I'm just going to play the same thing over and over and over, and it's going to sound the same way. And if y'all want a guitar solo, that's what you're getting. As if I'm a member of Metallica, that's what's going to happen. So I think if they're not willing to alter Lars's drumming, then there's no way of changing what Kirk's doing either. Is there a place for it? Yes. Is there a place for even Lars's drumming? Yes. I don't think they're terrible musicians. I just think you're getting a lot of repetition in these newer albums, and he was already starting to in the older albums. I don't think Kirk necessarily needs to practice more, because I think that's what he's doing. I think that's what's causing the issue, is that he's playing so much, and he's getting in these habits that are, leaving him in these same routines, and he may be content there. I almost think Kirk probably could use a little more study, and what I mean by that is kind of figure out more on what he's doing to create some newer ideas, and to use what he's already doing very well in those new structures of ideas. So not necessarily like work on more technique. I think Kirk's fine there, but knowing a little more to create newer ideas to use those same techniques over, I think would be very beneficial to Kurt. But who am I to say? He's the, multi-million dollar artist. I'm not, so. But that's just me personally. And kind of what I hear is very similar to some of my students that kind of get in that over-practicing regiment where we're just practicing the same lick over and over and over and, mindlessly doing it. And don't worry, I do it too. Every guitar player does this where there's a lick you love and you play it a million times. I'm not downing Kurt. I'm just saying I think why this is getting out of hand as far as his guitar solos and why people are complaining so much is because I don't think Kirk's tired of what he's doing. I think he's still content with everything he's doing. So it's more or less the audience wanting something new and fresh, opposed to, Kurt's happiness. And in this particular situation, Kirk is, we are at the mercy of Kirk. He's made his money. He don't have to do anything. So take that with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty sure that's where we're at this point. I don't think he cares. Then right after and I believe there was one lick at the end of the solo where he's doing kind of like this open pattern thing, kind of like Thunderstruck or something like that, where he's using an open note and playing off frets on that open note string. That was pretty cool, not gonna lie. That was something that he's done before, but is not in every solo, and it was kind of a breath of fresh air. But then after that, I think we get the best riff of the song, and that's the outro where they just take the intro riff and change it. And thank God they did, because if they wouldn't have, it would have gotten even more tiring. I would have probably said that this song was terrible. But I do think overall this was a good song. Another highlight is towards the end in that last chorus, James hits a high note. Not that he doesn't hit high notes, there's just a really interesting high note that he hits that I thought was kind of cool. Do I think this was the best Metallica song? No. Do I think it was a worthwhile Metallica song? Yes. I don't think that this was a bad tune for, everyone. I think some people are going to enjoy this song more than I did. If this is anything to say about a new album coming out, I don't know if it will be as good as the last one. It could be the case that we're just not showing all the colors of what they've written so far. Having this be a 7-minute song, though, kind of sounds like we are. I think this is the best of what you're going to get on this next album. Just calling it. But is it a bad song? No, it's still a good song. For the really big Metallica fans are still going to love every minute of this. If you have any rebuttals to what I've said or any statements I've made today, make sure you comment them down below. I love talking and hearing other perspectives. I love trying to look through other people's eyes and just understand what's going on there. And this is kind of my way of doing that, is letting y'all see and hear kind of what I think about things, or how I approach understanding stuff, especially musically. If there's a differencing opinion, I kind of want to hear it, because I want to know what I'm not seeing or why I didn't pick that up. It's more of the answering the questions rather than me going, no, I need to know what you think about it so I can derive my opinion off yours. I've never enjoyed that mentality. And so if you're holding my opinion as the whole heart, this is the only opinion anyone can have, and any differing opinions are invalid, then you're taking the information from my videos all wrong here. We're all learners. It doesn't matter how much I teach guitar, how many more years I teach guitar. I will still be a guitar student to something at some point in time, or someone. It's a journey that you never stop learning. And even a music appreciation is the same way. Without new music, I can't appreciate it. Or dislike it, you know. So there's got to be more music for that to happen and to give me new ideas and new things. Obviously, we want more subscribers, we want more input, because that allows me to do this more. If you like the video, share it for me. You know, that's the best way you can support a creator. Is it's not even giving them money. It's literally just pushing the content. If you help by sharing, help by liking, help by subscribing, help by commenting, those are in the interaction. That's the type of things that can help us, you know, build this and help me do this more. Also, too, I'm a guitar teacher, so if you're looking to get instruction, message me or comment below, or find me on Instagram. You can message me there, or Facebook. You can message me there. And we'll set up a time and figure out what we need to work on. Till next time, doses.